My allergies are kicking my tail. I'm gonna say tail. The pollen in Georgia is just ridiculous.
Yeah.
We don't get snow, but we get pollen, okay? So, I don't know if you can hear it in my voice, but it's definitely affecting me.
Uh-huh.
But other than that, I am great. Mentally, I'm great. I'm really excited. I got my hands in a few different pies.
Yes.
It has me on a all-natural high right now.
That's good to hear. I'm kind of in the same place. Mine's the allergies for right now. Let me knock on some wood real quick.
Okay.
Please do. Okay, because you are the only one dealing with that right now. Thank God.
Okay.
But no, I'm fine. Mentally and physically, I'm in a really good place. Yeah.
I'm here for it. The positive, the zen, okay?
Oh, because you coming with the zen this episode, honey. Coming with the
Okay.
zen. Okay, y'all. Jumping in to the conversation we're going to have today. It's definitely a trendy topic. It's going to be always around, which is preferences when it comes to dating. I don't know if you guys heard, but a couple years back, B. Simone, who is the comedian, vlogger, YouTube personality, things of that nature, artist, other things like that. She went viral and got pretty much crucified, canceled, whatever word you want to use, because of her preferences. But more specifically, she said that she could not see herself dating someone that worked a 9-to-5.
Yeah.
Because it went viral from there. It went viral.
Yeah.
So I want you at home to check out the clip real quick.
I'm trying to manifest a husband. Ain't nothing wrong with a nigga with a 9-to-5. I get it. They work hard. I used to have a 9-to-5. Nothing is wrong. Nothing is wrong. Nothing is wrong. You work hard. You have money. I get it. I need an entrepreneur. I need somebody that understands my mindset. Somebody that has the same lifestyle. It has nothing to do with money. Everything to do with lifestyle. Okay?
What do you think?
Now, I think differently versus when it first happened because I'm in a different space.
Yeah,
As an entrepreneur, it makes sense. It makes sense. I want you to match my hustle. Not that you can't make money in a 9-to-5. By all means, you can.
Yeah.
In some places, you can make good money. But being an entrepreneur and working a 9-to-5 are two different lifestyles. And I understand that now on a whole nother level.
Very much so. I think also when it comes to like preferences, I think your preference is like meant to be what you want to attract. Not necessarily like I'm judging these people for having this. It's really about your personal dating preference, and that's what I didn't really understand. I know that cancel culture is like really popular now, and it can happen to anyone. One day you're here, next day you're canceled. But when it comes to preferences, I kind of get it. It's like whatever happened to birds of a feather. I just think that putting yourself in a certain position in life and working hard to just turn around and date someone who may not be on your level it's touchy. It's really touchy, and it's case by case. You know, it's case by case, and it's no judgment behind it. But why open yourself up to all the things that come with it? You know what I'm saying? If you don't have to. So I kind of feel what she's saying.
When you know who you are and you know what you want someone who is like-minded. And it's not that she was bashing anyone working a 9-to-5 because I still work a 9-to-5.
Yeah.
As well as whatever else I do on the side. I don't think she was bashing anyone. She was saying, for me, this is what I do not want. Mm-hmm. And that's okay.
I think it's totally fine. Yes, and you have to set a standard. Do you have any deal breakers when it comes to relationships? Like some things that you just dead won't deal with?
With me, and not having kids is a deal breaker.
Okay.
And, you know, I've had people tell me, like, oh, you know, you might be missing out on your blessing, whatever the case may be. And that could be true.
Yeah.
But I don't have kids when it comes to my romantic life. I want your attention. So why put myself in a situation with a man who has children? I know his kids are his number one priority.
Yeah.
It's just not going to work. And then not just that, I want to experience the whole, like, the situation with my mate. I want us to both have that experience of this is our first kid. We're learning this together. You know, and I feel like I can have that.
That part I can completely understand. is like the whole like wanting to experience the first together.
Yes.
That's kind of dope. Like I can get that part. I think in general, being a parent is a totally different other responsibility than, you know what I'm saying, not having any kids or things like that. That awakens something in men. I've seen it. You know what I'm saying? When you're a good dad, it makes you a good partner. It makes you a good, because like having a kid is like no other, okay? Like it wakes you up. You can't live the same way you were living before. You can't do the same things you've been doing. So I kind of see both ends. Like I have dated men before with kids.
It's like, can I text you today and say, hey, let's go hop on a plane?
Right.
You know? Or can I say, hey, let's go shoot out of town? Or, hey, let's go do this right now. Because if you have kids, then you're like, you know, let me get my kids situated first.
Yeah, that's true.
I want to be able to up and go.
Yeah.
Right? You know? And men who have kids, they do display, like, those qualities that you know, that you mentioned. For me, with me not having that obligation and my mate having that obligation, then it alters my life and how I'm moving, you know, at this point in life.
Okay. So then, like, what qualities would a man have that would steal your heart? What kind of qualities? What kind of man? What kind of boo we thinking about?
You would have to understand me.
Ooh.
And that's really all I want is understanding. Because people will get you, but people won't understand you. We get into, like, the finances. I want your hustle to match my hustle. Mm-hmm. Do we have to have the same income? No. Do we have to have the same hustle or same type of hustle or hunger? Absolutely. And
that's it. And I think that's what, like, B. Simone was getting into. Like, if so-and-so works a 9 to 5 and I'm a billionaire, you know what I'm saying? We're going to already lead two very different lifestyles, you know? And I think that's where she was getting at. If you have no job or all you have is dreams, and not like actually walking in it, we're gonna automatically clash as it is. I wouldn't even want somebody that won't get up and make themselves a billionaire like I have. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really think that's where she was coming from with it. And she also has another where she talks about just manifesting basically the love you want. And you know, B. Simone is the manifest queen, okay? We be talking about it, but like she does not play, and she says that her success now is because of manifesting. Also, you know, the creator, but also manifesting and walking in what she plans on for her life. So let's check out that clip.
Everything in my life, I have manifested it. These edges, they were gone as fuck. Manifested them back. Okay, this waist. It's getting there. I'm still hungry. I'm not eating. I'm eating air, but I'm manifesting. I believe one day it'll be little. I do. Everything I have, my dream career, I manifested it.
I love that she says everybody has these lists of things that they are requiring from someone else that they're dating, but don't be having none of those things on the list.
Ooh.
Don't have a lick of those things. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I felt that, like, when she said that, because I used to say all the time when it came to dating me is I get personally offended when you know you're coming with BS, but requiring so much out of me. When we go to pull up both of our seats to that table, and I know that I have prepared every plate, also provided the food, also, you know what I'm saying? We're going to be mad at each other because you're not giving me what I need, and vice versa. You know? Yeah. Do you agree with that?
I feel like you shouldn't ask anything of anyone that you cannot do for yourself. Yeah. That's not fair, you know? To be on the same level field, because if not, then I don't feel like it would be genuine. I feel like you would be looking for a come up.
Yeah.
Just to keep it short and sweet. Why would you not want to meet me in the same place?
Yeah. And I'm sorry, we're past the little puppy dog phase where in junior high school you was just cute. Now that was it for me. We're past that. You got to be crazy right now to date someone in our age that you know don't have nothing. You know what the old folks say? Have the pot to piss in or the window to throw it out of. Like, you gotta be crazy.
No. We need to be on the same playing field.
Yeah.
We have to be. Because how can we build if we're not? At that point, we're not building together. One's building the other up.
Yeah.
You should not, I really feel like you should not ask someone or require someone to do something for you that you cannot already do for yourself.
Absolutely. definitely different story when you're knocking down your goals. You're, you know what I'm saying, you're a late starter in life maybe, or life has affected you in a different way and you're just now getting to it and things like that. But I be feeling like that's when you shouldn't be dating. Yeah. You shouldn't even be dating in that stage where you want to be, could have been, should have been. You know what I'm saying? You believe that it's okay to have some preferences.
I think it's okay, and I think it's necessary. Because if not, then you're just in an open playing field, accepting whatever may come your way. Yeah. Like, you have to have some sort of structure, I feel like. And that's okay for you to have a preference as long as you're not tearing down the next person.
I really think, like, with B. Simone, I think it was her delivery. It wasn't, you know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't what she was saying. Yeah, and plus, hey, what she might have said was 100% true. You know what I'm saying? But it's about how you say it sometimes. Where
not what you say, how you say it.
Yeah. You know, and one thing about men is their pride. Like, you can't hurt their pride or they don't feel like men anymore. I remember having these preferences and then turned around, and the relationship I ended up being in was something totally opposite of all those things. Preferences sometimes could get in your way. You could be holding your very self back from your dream person that you wouldn't even have looked twice at.
I think I have in my head, like, this perfect life painted out. Mm-hmm. In all reality, that's not how life goes. Yeah. So I try to still be open, but I also know what I want at the same time. But what I want might not be what's for me. Yeah. And again, like what I said about when people go through things, it's like you're going through all this stuff. You don't need to be dating anyway. I know it's hard to be sometimes also in that light. So when you make certain comments, they either like it or don't. All right, you guys, that's all for checking in today. We'll be checking out. I'm Alexis. And I'm Liz. All right, y'all, this is Checking In with Rain Check. Now you're checking out. Peace. Bye.